Hello and welcome to a Lord of the Rings video. I'm Joseph from Three's Company, and today I'm going to be playing the Hunt for the Dreadnaught, which is the newest quest for Lord of the Rings, the card game. It's designed for epic multiplayer, as many players as you want, really, which is kind of fun. I think it was designed for Gen Con 2020, which didn't happen. Anyway, there was an online convention this weekend, late January, and I was able to play it with the group. It was a lot of fun, and I thought I would do a solo play and see how it goes there. I've played it a couple times solo, and it's still pretty fun. It has a lot of replayability, a lot of different things going on. It's an interesting quest, so I thought I'd play it up here. I'm going to be using a Fellowship deck, one I built a year ago. I can't believe it's already a year ago. I feel like this is a new deck, but it's not anymore. Falco, Frodo, Pippin, low threat hobbit deck with the Fellowship, with a bunch of unique allies, some very cheap to get them out quickly. Bill the Pony, Hanamarth River Song, obviously quite good. Lots of Yoreths, some 2-cost, Mablog, Mary, Quick Beam, Rosie, and then some big guys like Treebeard, Haldir, Gimli, Gildor rather. 2 different versions of Gandalf. One of the Over Yonder Hill, and 2 of the regular. Gaffer's super good in this deck. Faramir, Furiel. Standard stuff for Fellowship builds. Some resource acceleration, and then to get this deck really amped up, you combine the Arkenstone and the One Ring. Oh, sorry, it's a One Ring deck. That's Arkenstone. I thought I had another card that's not showing up in here. That's weird. The attachment, the leadership attachments, it gives your characters +1 willpower. They showed up in Rings DB, in Upton. That's weird. Anyway, the Arkenstone is a guarded card, but it gives all unique characters +1 willpower, and these are all unique. So that's, and 1 free peoples for fun. Timely Aid is obviously a key part of this deck as well. So that's my deck. I've played it quite a bit. I enjoy it. I think low threat is good for this particular quest. So let's go over to Octagon and see how the quest plays. Yeah, Power of Command is there. I wonder if this is the other version I played earlier this week. Alright, the Dreadnaught. This is an ocean quest, but there's no sailing, so that's kind of fun. You get to pick a unique ship, but instead of only being 4 like the Greyhaven cycle, there's 6 different ones to pick from. And that helps the Fellowship deck. It's partly why I like playing this deck with anything with ships in it. You start out with 4 rather than 5 characters. It is immune to player card effects, so the buff once you flip your Fellowship doesn't help, but it gets you there faster. There's a bunch of different ships, and they have all sorts of very intriguing, interesting abilities on them. And not only do they have a setup ability and then a fancy action, but you can upgrade it through a mechanic in the quest, and then it has an upgraded action and response. So they all have a theme, but it opens up a lot of interesting deck building options. One's for big events, one's for extra willpower. This one gives you extra hit points. You get ranged. This one lets you play expensive events for cheap, which is really cool. No resource match for cards. You get extra resource each time. But the ship I'm going to be using is this Pride of Lebanon. And part of the reason I've been playing this is the 5 defense. This ship is no slouch, 7 attack. So you're going to take quite a few whacks from that big ship, and if your ship dies, you lose, I believe. Or maybe that's just a carryover from my experience with the other quests. I'm pretty sure that's correct, though. That if a player controls no ship objective, that player is eliminated from the game. So you could get onto one of these generic. That's interesting. Anyway, I'll be playing this. Yeah, let's just start and do a kind of modified mulligan. Instead of doing a full mulligan, you draw 5 extra, and then shuffle 5 back into your deck. So you get to look at 11 cards and then pick the 6 you begin with. The +1 defense on everybody on my heroes is not helpful at all for hobbits, although Frodo could defend for 3 and possibly 4 once he gets his fellowship upgrade, but I don't hope to do that. Quest is structured in only 2 stages. First stage, you get to build up. Second stage, the Dreadnaught comes out, and then there's kind of a functional third stage where the Dreadnaught flips. Once you get half damage on it, it has 15 hit points per player. Epic, we had like 100 and some hit points on it, but in this case only 15. At the end of the round, if the Dreadnaught has less than half its starting point hit points, flip it over. Once you flip it over, it's weaker, only attacks for less. But as soon as you flip it, one of these unique pirates engages you. And there's also a bunch of these, 6 of them, which makes it considerably replayable. They all do different nasty things. A bunch of archery, huge attack. Now, while you're engaged with this fellow, you can't attack the Dreadnaught, so you have to deal with this pirate before you can finish off the Dreadnaught and win the game. So, no pirate ship, and then big pirate ship, and then boss, and then kill the pirate ship. That's the sequence of the game. There's a location where you can upgrade your ship to its fancy side. The fancy side over here. Stats are better, more hit points. Heroes get more defense, which is not helpful. And then response here is not great in solo either, but I'm just wanting this defense. Choose up to 2 cards from the discard pile and add them to the victor display. Take out some of the worst cards so you don't see them again. When I played it with a group, we were able to take out the biggest ship and then one of the second biggest ships, and that helped. I'll be playing on standard mode. I really like how there's 3 different modes to do it, especially when you're doing an epic game like this. It can be, if you have several different staging areas, you might have a wide variety of skill levels. So the easy mode, you have this quest action. You get an extra card during the resource phase every turn. That's pretty huge. As a quest action, you can deal 10 damage to an enemy. Has different setup. Standard, and then difficult is kind of crazy. You add more locations, and then this is the crazy part. After a character is healed or ready by a player card effect, its controller raises threat by 1. Each player's threat cannot be reduced by more than 1 each round. So that'd be a challenge. I'm just gonna play regular today, and let's play. So setup. Oh, let me take my mulligan. I'm going to keep the Master Ring in my deck. I think this is a modified version of the deck I showed you, the one I played multiplayer. I think I downloaded the wrong one. It's not as good made multiplayer, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Okay, so this is my different draw. When you draw your starting hand, draw additional 5 cards, and then shuffle 5 into your deck. You cannot take them all again. So I'm going to draw 11 cards. Draw many. 11. Alright, now this is good. I have Gaffer, which I definitely want. I have Eorth for building up my fellowship, and I have Timely Aid, and I have Treebeard, and I have Sneak Attack. So let's pare down this to what we want. Sneak Attack and Gandalf. I want to see this later. I have 2 Gaffers, I don't need that one. He's expensive to play with only 1 leadership hero, so I'll say goodbye to him, and I want to see him with Timely Aid. There's 7 cards, and look at yeah, this is my modified version because I put 3 peoples in it, so slightly different than what I showed you on Ring of Steel. Still functional. Alright, so that will be my hand. I wish I'd seen resourceful, but I can live with this. Searching the high seas. Flavor text. And then fairly generic first stage. Oh, I should do a setup here. Prepare the fleet. 1 ship. Prepare the Corsair deck. 13 enemies right here. Some of them are familiar. Some of them have familiar art. Some of them are brand new. Set aside all 7 unique enemies, including the Dreadnaught. Shuffle the encounter deck and discard cards from the top until 2 locations are discarded. 3 if there's 3 or more players. Alright, so let's see what locations we get. The one where you can upgrade your fleet, your ship is really good, but it's 4 threat, so it's not really a welcome sight at the beginning. Ooh, there's a big ship. It's really good to see the big ships get discarded this way. Tollfulest landing, that's... oh, good. A lot of ships getting discarded. I don't mind. Okay. These go to discard. Now it's Tollfulest landing. In the hard mode, it loads you up with these. After it's in the staging area, after a player draws any number of cards from a player card effect, raise your threat by that number. Very punishing for a lot of decks. This one, each location in the staging area is immune to player card effects. These are only 2 threat each. They're probably about as easy as I could get in startup. Stage 1B has a global quest value of 8 per player among all groups. So 8. And no more than 5 can be put here each round. 5 per player. Players can only advance late into the quest phase. So as soon as I put 8 here, this bad boy is going to come out. So I want to be... I'm not too eager to break that 8. Alright, turn 1. Shuffle my deck. Alright, I think I'll play a Timely Aid first. I could play Sneak Attack Gandalf and draw cards, but that would trigger that, so it's not a good idea. So, I could play other things first, but I'll just do this. Timely Aid. Look at the top 5. Ooh. Haldir has 1 more stat, but Faramir is harder to get down, so I'll pick Faramir. Shuffle my deck. Faramir for 1. Do Eoreth. And an early Gaffer can't hurt. There is a treachery that puts a pirate engaged with you, and that can be painful here. Alright, we are at 7 already. Okay, we got 4 in staging. We're going to quest at a medium level. I do have Faramir. And there's a treachery that can dump damage on me equal to the number of exhausted characters, so I want to be mindful of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I can boost by 3 more up to 8. Copa Save it. Well, it's the active location. Reduce the boarding value of each ship by 1. So right now I'm raising my threat by 1. I'll trigger him. Now these all have +1, so 3, 6, 8, but 2 out. I will travel to the Tollfulest landing and go to the next turn. Alright, I could sneak attack Gandalf in to try to draw some resourcefuls. But I might do that later if I need it for combat, if I get an enemy. So we have 5 here, so we can quest a little more aggressively. I'm going to play nothing. But I could play Robin. Let's do that. Now we're at 8. So if I sneak Gandalf in, we'll be at 9 temporarily. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough to clear that. If I reveal nothing. 9 to 4. Another Wicked Cove. 9 to 6. So we're putting 3 progress down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I Faramir, I think I should Faramir. So we are at 9 to 6. We get 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll add 5. That's what I wanted. With a lore. Still at 8. After he commits to a quest, spend 1 resource. Let's give him an extra resource a turn. And I can make Faramir get everyone +1 willpower right now. Oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll quest for 9, pay 1 resource to ready Faramir. Give me some flexibility. Another location. 9 to 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to push in too fast. Push through too fast. And I reduce my threat by 1 for questing successful. I got the Sheriff Hope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might as well play it. And I guess I will play Treebeard. Should have played last turn, really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm at my fellowship. Everyone gets +1 willpower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 7. Deal 1 damage to each enemy. Each player assigns X damage 1 characters they control. X is the number of exhausted characters they control. This is the one that kind of hurts this quest, or this deck. I have 4, so I'll put 1, 2, 3. 4. There are no enemies in play, so the Violent Tempest won't do anything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 6, just enough to clear that. I'll go to the Tolfulus landing. I can't heal because I have no resources. So we're just on the pleasure cruise, checking out the locations. Did I reduce my threat? Nope. I reduced my threat by 1 for questing successfully. Alright. I am going to spend a resource and exhaust Eorth to heal. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Tribute. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ready him. Alright, this might push us through. 11 to 4. Enemy with highest engagement. Okay, this won't happen because there's no enemies. Ballistic Barrage. Doom 1. I like how magic style they define the Doom here, which is strange. Nice for a quest like this where new players might see it at an event, but I don't know when the last time I saw that was. Till the end of the round, each ship enemy gains 2. Archery 2. There's no ship enemies right now. But I'll remember that if needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 to 4 is 7 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 short. It's okay. Let's go to the Wicked Cove. I reduce my threat by 1. I have some better options for my fellowship now, so if I lose, I get some archery, I can kill Robin or something. Fine. Alright, this is the turn I'm probably going to go forward to the next stage. I know that the 2 biggest ships are in the victors. No, I really want that other location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Pay a resource. Ready him. Surge with out of the mist again. Ooh, this is interesting. A sea monster. It was really cool. There's only one on the deck. Ships can attack and defend against it. Deal 4 damage to the ship enemy or ship objective with the fewest remaining hit points. Unfortunately, that's me. I've quested for 6 versus 4. Now I'm going to give both of them +1. So now I'm at 8. Cleanliness. I'm going to leave Cobus Haven up there. Now let's see what I can do against this sea monster. Reduce my threat by 1. So ships can defend, but they don't have to defend. So Robin Smallborough can defend against the sea monster. Although there are punishments for jump blocking, I'm going to brave it. Until the end of the round, enemy is immune and gets +2 defense. I also could have just Gaffer Game cheat, but I want some space open. So he dies. My fellowship is gone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's drop Gandalf in. Draw 3 cards. And hit for... Now all my stats are up again because I'm at fellowship status. So there's plenty to kill it. Even with the +2. Gandalf comes back to hand. Enter. Another Gandalf. Alright, it's tempting to play the Arkenstone since I am just on a pleasure cruise here, sightseeing. I think I will. Enemy or ship cannot have attachments. Ha! That means it's going to be a location, doesn't it? Cannot have attachments. Oh, Belfless Landing. There is the ship, the location we want to flip our ship. This is great. Who left the Arkenstone at the dock? So here's the response. After it's been explored as the active location, players as a group spend 5 resources to heal 5 damage from a ship objective in any group. Ready that ship and flip it to its upgraded side. I am happy about that. Okay, I'm going to play Furial for her full cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 5 left to do that with. But I can't do my threat reduction. Oh, that'll be next turn. Yeah, the trick is to not advance yet, so I could just keep slow boating it like a cheater. So we have 6 in stage. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now we're gonna go over, but I have 2 cards to look at. So 7 to 6. This is gonna surge. It'll make sure I don't go over it. I'll do that. Oh my. Both of these. Interesting. Not really that good. Helpful. So now I'm under 3 plus 4, 7 to 11. So I'll do this. Now I'm at 9. So I raise my threat by 2. Got Greek there. I'm going to go here. And then when it engages you, it's Corsair Skiff, which I don't have to, but I want to. Either raise your threat by 3 or against boarding 1. I'll take the boarding 1. Here's my Corsair deck. I'll shuffle that again. And I get Corsair Pillager. Pillage 2. After he attacks you, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. I think that's a new keyword. After event is discarded from your deck, discard an attachment you control. Well, that's rude. Ship is going to defend the ship. Shadow card says raise your threat by 1. 3 if you have 5 or more cards in hand. Ouch. Out of secrecy. no damage. And this guy is attacking for 2. Pippin could probably defend because he has 2 defense. I'm not sure if there's a +2 attack. I'll just... Oh, he has 3 defense. Pippin's going to defend. Oh, I also draw a card with Pippin. If it's undefended, reveal the top card of the counter deck. Okay. Now, I can strike back. This guy takes 4 to kill. Gaffer is 2. Falco is 3. That's 5. I'm going to kill the Pillager. I'm going to make a special discard over here for them. Oh, no, I'm going to modify that. I'm going to attack him with Treebeard and Ready Treebeard. And then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I can kill the Skiff as well. Alright, good enough. Still at 9 characters. I'm gonna... I can always send Falco home and play a new person. That's probably why I call this deck Revolving Door. Just using Gaffer and Falco and Sneak Attack Gandalf. You can change up who you have in your fellowship pretty easily. Alright, let's see if we can quest carefully again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ready Faramir. Furiel says that would be 10. Sure. Wait, when this is a staging area, after a when revealed effect is cancelled, reveal the top card of the counter deck. Good. Anti-test of will tech. So I had 12. There's 8 here. I'm going to get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and just go over the brink here. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push me to the next stage. And I've got the Arkenstone. I didn't do the pillage. Here's the pillage. I had to discard this, which means 1 less resource. I cannot discard the library. Okay, I get to do this. Spend 5 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave one there. And heal 5 damage here. And flip the ship. Now heroes get +2 defense, so all my heroes are +3 defense right now. And after it flips, heal 2 damage from a character. Choose up to 2 cards in the victory display, or in the discard, add them to victory display. So Treebeard gets a heal, that's kind of nice. And now I'm going to take those big nasty ships that we discarded and set up the warship. This is worth victory points, but it doesn't specify not worth victory points, so we're going to say goodbye to it. Both of these guys, boarding 3, boarding 2, archery 4, very bad. We'll say that's the victory display. And now we have 9 here, so we're going to go to quest stage 2. You can really do this on the second turn if you want, but I'm having too much fun playing my cards. Add the set-aside Dreadnaught enemy to the stationary elite side face-up. And in the physical pack, this is like a triple-size card, double-size card. Very impressive, but here, all the cards are the same size. Let's take a look at this. It has 15 hit points, no engagement cost. It is engage with everybody. 4 threat, 7 defense, or 7 attack, 4 defense, archery 1 per player. Massive, that means it's engaged with everybody. Native player card effects cannot take more than 5 damage per player per round. At the end of the round, if it has less than half of its 30 hit points, flip it over. Okay. I don't need to go here, but I kind of might as well because there's a lot of threat, so I will do that. And now the fun begins. This is now engage with me. Oh, stage 2E. No more than 5 progress a player can put here each round. And then a special action to remove 5 progress from the stage to choose any group to shuffle one of the Gondorian warships aside. Set aside the Gondorian warships into their encounter deck. Now these are just super great ally objectives that you get for free with no surge. There's a lot of good stuff in this quest. Beneficial stuff. And then when the Dreadnaught attacks you, raise your threat by 4 to cancel the attack. When the Dreadnought is destroyed, players win the game. And then the other important trigger is when I get 8 damage on this, I'm gonna flip it. So it's gonna attack now. 6 defense, 7 attack, nothing, 1 damage. I can attack back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only can put 5 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Job done. Ooh, good timing. Power of command. So this will give me bonkers willpower at this point. I'm going to play that. One ring fun. Attached hero gets +1 willpower. After attached hero commits to the quest, exhaust 1 ring and raise your threat by 1 to give each other a unique character. Control +1 to the end of the phase. So now, technically, everybody gets +1. I can raise it by. Technically, I can raise it by an insane amount. Everyone gets +1 from the Fellowship. Everyone gets +1 from the Arkenstone. I can quest with Faramir and then ready him and give everyone +1 there with Frodo, and I can give him +1 here. So that's +1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone can get +4 willpower. So if I quest with everyone, that's 36 without counting their real willpower. Alright, let's see if I can engage a ship and make Gaffer tell them where to get off. So I want to quest a lot, so I can get these extra ships in the deck. And we just talked about questing for a lot, so let's see what I can do. Now I have to do the math. I could save the 1 ring for the Master Ring event, but I already have Furiel, so I don't feel that's necessary at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have a bonus here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then here. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, put him in. That's 25 plus 5 is 30. I'll ready him. And then I'll have him available if we need more than 30. This response is no longer useful because I already have this. Although, I guess I could pay to heal my ship still. That's cool. Alright, here we go. Furiel says, attached to a ship objective. Cannot ready. Exhaust 3 characters to discard grappled. Just a treachery. I think I'm okay with that. So it doesn't exhaust it, but you can't ready. So I'll defend, and then I'll have to use some people to ready my ship. So I had 30 versus 8 to 22, but I only can put 5 on here, so we'll just put 5 on there. I'm not going to deal with that response. I'll travel to the mouth of the Anduin. I'm going to use this action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to shuffle a Gondorian warship into the deck. And then this guy's going to attack me. 6 to 7, deal 1 damage to any character. So take 2 damage. And now I could attack it, or I could just heal a bit. I think I'm going to heal a bit. Or not heal. I'm going to ungrapple. And that's it. I'm not going to attack it back. I don't have anything to attack it back with. Oh, archery 1. I'm going to put that on. Yep. Archery 1 per player. Let's reduce threat. A lot of good cards in the hand. At some point, I probably will get rid of Falco to put in Gimli, but I need I'm not making resources anymore. I think I need to get rid of 2 resources since I lost resourceful. Shouldn't be collecting those. Guess I could play Quick Beam, but it's not much better than Falco. We're fine. Alright, quest o'clock again, I guess. Let's go ahead and do the ring again. So we're going to have a 1, 2, 3 bonus. So 5, 10. Let's keep it up. 10, 15, 19, 25. Ready him. Five to 6. Oh, this is a fun location too. Furial says yes. It comes into play with 1 resource on it. 1 per player. After a ship enemy enters play, discard a resource. It snaps the treasure. When it explores the active location, move each resource on it to a hero's resource pool. So you get free money. So we have 7, 9 to 25. 16 progress. Easy 5 here. I'm going to shuffle one of these in. I'm taking 5 off. I'll travel here. This guy's going to attack my ship. If it's undefended, reveal the top card of the counter deck. I take 1 damage. And now, do I want to do this to myself? I can damage it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put a lot of damage on it, and then I can engage with one of these pirates. I've put it around long enough. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll put 5 on it though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I use that too. I don't know if I has my threat, so I'll do it again. Now, at the end of the round, if the Dreadnaught has less than half its starting hit points, flip it over. Damaged side. Less threat, less attack, less defense. Massive. Oh, didn't do good. Archery again. Hard to remember for some reason. Still has those same hit points. It doesn't say to remove the damage, so I'm keeping it there. After it flips, each player puts 1 set-aside unique Corsair enemy into play at random. Engage with them. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Random number between 1 and 6. Left to right. Two. Oh boy. Immune player card effects. Decent stats. 5, 5, 2, 9. Engaged player cannot attack the Dreadnaught. I think that's on all of them. At least most of them. Yeah. After the commander of the Dreadnaught attacks you, the Dreadnaught attacks you, so that means double attacks from the Dreadnaught, which is bad. That'll kill your ship really fast if you only have 1 ship, which is true right now. He is 39 engagement cost, so I draw a card on Pippin. I would like to see one of these warships, please. 12 cards left. 2 of those are warships. Not anything to play right now unless I get rid of Falco. Get rid of Falco to put in Hull here. But they're very functionally the same right now. Which is strange. Maybe if I draw a resourceful, I can get that threat reduction. Or sneak attack. Alright, so I need to kill this guy pronto. My ship's going to get super battered this turn. Let's see if we can get another guy. Although I need to attack for a lot. 11. Let's go ahead and do the one ring again. Spend a resource to ready Faramir. So we have a global bonus of 1, 2, 3. So 5, 10, 14, 20. 20 versus 5. Should be enough. Ready here. Versus 8 is 12 progress. 5 here and 5 here. We're going to shuffle another one of these into the deck. I get a resource from the treasure island. Let's go to another treasure island. And now the battering begins. Oof. Pippin can defend for 3. He died. It's not too bad. Okay, the ship is going to attack me. Either raise your threat by 4 or he makes an additional attack. Alright, raise my threat by 4. This guy, Treebeard's going to defend for 4. Deal damage to him. So it takes 2 damage. I'm going to spend 1 to heal him for 3. And then he's going to attack me again. I'm going to raise my threat by 4 to stop it. Now do I have enough attack to kill this guy? Let's raise my, spend 2 to ready up. He needs 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Kill him. I could ready him up, put a couple more damage on him, but it doesn't really help, so I won't. New round. I had this quest action, but hasn't been needed at all, so. So if I get 5 damage on it, I kill it and I win the game. So let's focus on that. It's a shame to waste his resources, but I think I'm going to send Falco home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then play Gandalf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And draw 3 cards. Aw, I wish I had the resources. That'd be fun. Alright. Questing. It'd be fun if I just get the warship. I need to put damage from the first attack there. Cancel the other one. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do that now. So I have a global buff of 1, 2, and 3 again. 5, 10, 14, 20. Faramir's ready. And we get a war galley. Archery 2, boarding 1. I'm going to engage you from the stage and areas to threat before it gains boarding 1. Sorry, boarding 2. 33, so we don't have to deal with it, so that's fine. 3, 6, 8, 20 is 12. Now, I'm going to get rid of this because I want to see one of the Gondor ships. Ugh. Still enough to knock this out, take the resource, put 5 here, and shuffle this one into the deck. travel here. I have 4 Gondor ships in 9 cards. I haven't seen any of them. This guy's gonna attack me. 6 defense to 7 attack. Do I control 7 allies? I do not think I do. I have 2 heroes. Control 7 or more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I control 6 allies because the ship is not an ally. It's a ship objective. So 8 attack versus 6 is 2 damage. And then I might as well go strike back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 14 will do the 5 damage. And that was a longer game than it needed to be, but I wanted to see some of those cards. That was 11 turns. I won. I might have missed archery or 2. I didn't really have to deal with any other ships besides that one little skirmishy ship and the Dreadnaught. Unique pirate hurt. I had to raise my threat to stop that attack so I wouldn't beat up my ship too bad, but I could have weathered that too. Got a nice little fellowship in play here. Next turn would have been a bit of a problem. I could have played Mary for 2. Or I could have played very good tail. But my resources didn't really get off very well, and I paid some expensive stuff. Anyway, it's an interesting quest. One thing I will say about it is the deck is very large, and it has a lot of different cards in it. It's not as focused and tight as a lot of the quests of the last few years. It has 7 different enemies, 7 different locations. Usually that's 3 or 4. And I think 7 different treacheries too. And then you have 6 possible enemies and 6 possible different ally ships. So a lot of variation each play, especially for a solo play like this. I can go through the whole game without seeing some of these cards at all. There's 1 or 2 copies of a lot of them, like that sea monster, just 1 copy. 2 copies of that docks. I like the quest. I want to play it some more. Interesting to see which pirate you get here. Nice fresh art on a lot of these pirates. All these unique guys are new, I believe. And some of the generic guys too. Pillage is kind of a new mechanic. Kind of a weird one, doesn't hurt some decks. I got this guy, Pillage 8. If you have no cards in your deck at the end of the combat phase, you lose. That's terrifying. Anyway, that's the quest. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if I made mistakes or what your experiences have been with it if you got to play it. I encourage you to buy it if you play the game. It's not too difficult, as you can see, I think, here. But there's different ways to play it, so I think it's a great purchase. Thanks for watching. I'll see